what is happening in the Miami condo market in 2025. Inventory sky high, closings slowing down drastically. If you're a home buyer, seller, or professional real estate agent, how do you navigate this market? Well, that's what we're gonna dive in today, so let's dive in. My name's Lee, real estate coach, 20-year real estate veteran, navigated the shift of 2026, 7, 8, and today we're gonna dive into what exactly is going on in the Miami real estate market from a statistical standpoint and what you can do to navigate it, whether you're buying or selling. If you like what you see, subscribe, share, comment below, schedule a time to navigate what to do throughout what we share today. Let's get into this. The first slide we're gonna look at is a snapshot of pre-COVID to February 2025, 2019 to 2025. And you can see right away that inventory is nowhere near as high as it was. However, month supply of inventory is drastically higher. So what is month supply of inventory? It's the amount of months it will take to sell what is currently on the market if no other homes come on the market. So it's the pace at which properties are being absorbed that then shares the amount of months it will take to clean out the inventory. Now, 5.5 months is a balanced market. 5.5 months of inventory is balance. And balance simply means that prices aren't necessarily going up. They're not necessarily coming down. They're balanced. Now, the farther away we are from 5.5 months, the more intense the market. So if we're at 3 months of inventory, we're at an intense seller's market because the inventory turns over just about every 3 months. If we're at 15, 20, 25 months of inventory, the farther away we are, the more intense of the market. So as we dive back in, I'm gonna share more angles on this, but if you would like to learn more about how you can present month supply of inventory, hit the tidy cal below, schedule a time with me, and it'll be my pleasure to give you some tidbits on how to navigate and verbalize what exactly is happening here in South Florida or your market where you're at. So at 18 months of inventory, as an overall statistic for the Miami condo market, we are about a year over balance. So if 6 months is balance and we're at 18, well, there you go. We're at about 13 months over balance. So that means that if no other homes come on the market, it will take at least a year to get back to balance. Well, if we look at economics, the only way to clean out inventory is to do one of two things: get a drastic increase of buyers or drastically adjust the inventory down. Well, the way that we would adjust the inventory is to either have a bunch of unmotivated sellers leave the market, or two, we adjust the inventory by pricing it correctly so that buyers absorb. Well, what we're seeing now is a drastic increase of inventory, month over month, year over year, just stacking. And the only way to get from 18 months to 6 is to have a drastic adjustment in value so that more properties are absorbed. Now that is simply not going to happen fast. Changing any market or changing the state of any market happens gradually, then suddenly. And in this particular case, to get to price appreciation, we would have to clean out the inventory to then get under 5.5 months of inventory. And stay tuned to see exactly where we're at in different price ranges in Miami-Dade County. Distressed sales, still a no-brainer, but now look, with the amount of listings compared to 6 years ago, why is month supply of inventory drastically higher? In this case, 2 months higher. Well, it's because with less inventory, we have less closings. And we have less closings because of a variety of factors. And some of those factors are price. I mean, look at the median price that changed. we increased in 6 years $200,000 as a median. Well, that with assessments, insurance, taxes increasing, all these different variables are hindering the buyer pool. Not to mention a huge portion of this increase was international money coming in, folks from the West Coast coming over, from the Northeast coming down, and the buyer pool has simply slowed down or has massive fatigue. So let's keep going. The most interesting statistic to me is that 66% of all listings are failing. That means that 6 out of 10, almost 7 out of 10 of every listing on the market fails. This is a huge opportunity for professional real estate agents to learn how to build a expired listing strategy. And if you would like to see how I built my real estate business with a powerful duplicatable expired strategy, hit the tidy cow below, schedule a time with me, and let's do an intro call to see how expireds can help your business go to the next level. Now, if you're a seller, selling your home, pricing your property is absolutely the number one vehicle or lever you can pull to meet the market's expectations. Because what you're seeing here is days on market is increasing, the amount of closings are decreasing, but let's dive into what's going on right now. Month supply of inventory is absolutely not a seller's friend. So you can see here that there isn't anything under 12 months of inventory, which is double that of a balance. Some of these areas and price ranges are at 2 to 3 years of inventory. The luxury market has absolutely pumped its brakes in Miami. Now, the beautiful part, depending on which way you look at this, of these statistics is this does not include new construction. These are statistics pulled from the multiple listing service, which does not include new construction, which there's cranes everywhere and new units coming on deck. So the Miami condo market, based on month supply of inventory, is on its way to a drastic adjustment, not from an opinion, but from a mathematical standpoint. Because if 6 months, 5.5 months is balanced, and we're at 17, 17, 12, 17, 17, 21, 18, 24, 25 months of inventory at 300,000 to $1 million, how do we adjust? We have to be the lowest price with the most features and benefits to be absorbed. So let's look at a fun statistic. When we look at 850 to $1 million, what we could do is we could add up these two numbers and we can add up these two numbers. So what we have here is what is actively on the market, and then we have what is actually closed in the last 30 days or in the last month. When we divide these two numbers, what it does is it shows us the absorption rate. It shows us what is being absorbed. And these two price ranges, the absorption rate is 3%. That means that 97 out of every 100 units in this price range do not sell or get absorbed per month, which means only 3 out of every 100 do. Traditionally, the ones that are at the lowest price with the most features and benefits are what's getting absorbed. These conversations are vitally important for a professional real estate agent to be able to convey to a seller. Unpopular opinion, the reason the Miami real estate market is in the state that it is today is because of the influx of unskilled professional real estate agents. Can they get skilled? Absolutely. How do you get skilled? You understand that the market is not moving in a direction of let's see what happens with the price. Now, could you get lucky? Absolutely. 3 out of 100 units, is that luck? Or did those agents price those properties at a price that a buyer saw absolute market value in? We as real estate agents are the messengers of the market. When we study statistics like this, what we're able to do is help sellers self-discover exactly what is necessary to meet the market's expectations. Because sellers dictate price, buyers determine value. And right now, based on the Miami condo market, the sellers are the highest bidders on their home. And the buyers are saying, hey, unless it is absolutely mind-blowing value, we're just gonna sit on the sidelines. And more and more and more inventory is coming onto the market and not being absorbed. So let's dive into some more of these statistics. Year over year, Miami condo market. Inventory is up 43%. The amount of closings is down 13%, and the amount of units closed is down almost 28%. So the amount closed is down year over year from 968 to 705, with 150 more properties available to sell. Month supply of inventory has doubled. The median sales price has continued to go up, and yet the amount of properties failing, real estate agents unable to sell, has increased drastically. Now, there's a huge variable here as to why the market is where it's at. And it really is a tale of two markets, because you have your condos that are just 10 years old, and then you have your condos that are well over 10 years old in two completely different banks or silos. What we're seeing now in the Miami condo market is a reflex of the tragic disaster in Surfside. 40-year recertifications with homeowner associations, 50-year recertifications, and every year after has stacked up assessments, which has flooded the market with concerned homeowners and has pumped the brakes with absolutely hesitant condo buyers. With international money slowing down and with Northeast and Californian money coming into Miami, this is the catalyst of the inventory being where it's at. The good news is that 705 condos sold last month. For a real estate agent, that's 1,400 opportunities in condos. The bad news is there's 2,900 units available for sale, with only 700 being absorbed as of last month. Let's look at the year at a glance. You can see the amount of active listings has increased from 9,000 on up to just under 13,000, an increase of 3,872. The amount of units closed went up and then adjusted drastically September through February. Month supply of inventory has doubled. And again, real estate market never happens fast. It's gradually, suddenly. And yet when we can study month supply of inventory, we're able to see like a grandfather clock which way the pendulum is moving. And in this particular example, the pendulum is moving fast and furious in a buyer's market favor. And the sellers are not meeting the expectations, except for those that adjust the price to meet the value at which the buyers are starting to see, sellers paying for any assessments, and the health of the building is drastically important. 55% of all condos are having price adjustments, and if priced correctly, 9 out of 100 is selling above list price, down from 14.4 a year ago. Days on market has increased by a month, and that will continue to increase as month supply of inventory continues to increase. Hopefully, this helps you as a home buyer, this as a seller, this as a professional real estate agent to navigate in your market. And again, if you'd like to rewind to see exactly any parts of this, head on back over there. And if you'd like a one-on-one breakdown of your particular statistics, I'd be more than happy to just hit up the tidy cow below. If you like what you see, subscribe, share. Let's get some energy around helping professional real estate agents, home buyers, and home sellers navigate a shifting real estate market in 2025. Have a great day.